Hello, well, hello everybody and welcome back to the Amalgam Estate. Ba-na-na-ba-na-na-bum-bum. Alrighty, you already know what time it is, and we are going to get some exploration done and dusted. So, we do have quite a few low-level characters, mainly because they all died, but we're just going to ignore that. And instead, I'm wanting to get some real exploration. So I think we're going to go to the Cove for another chance to go for the thing from the stars, then we're going to go to the ruins, and then we're going to get the Weald to number 4. So that's our goal for this episode. We'll see how it goes, but I kind of want this to be a good, solid, exploration-focused episode. Cove to 5, Ruins to 4, Weald to 4, and depending on how everything goes, maybe 1 or 2 bosses. Yeah? God dang! That... I see we're starting exploration off with a bang. We bring the Bulwark with the Buffonata and the Fortifying Garlic. I know that they are counterintuitive, but still. And all of his abilities. We then bring the Oni with the Hammer and Tongs, because you already know she's gonna crit. The Thing's Mesmerizing Eye and all of her abilities. The Keeper with the Cherugian's Charm, the Heavy Boots, Writhe, Convalescence Rebirth, and Daemon's Yoke. Before we finish off with the Dragon Saintress, the dragon from the previous episode, who has the Book of Relaxation, the Aria Box, Fiery Intent, Predator's Pride. Honestly, we probably shouldn't have that one. Breath of Life, and Vermilion Star Shower. I think I am going to swap. Hang on. Let's do Torrential Breath, just in case. Vermilion Star Shower, and then Breath of Life. So, yeah, that should be pretty good. So, the Dragon Saintress, right? She is a dragon, and a dangerous one at that. So, there is the slightest bit of nervousness having a literal dragon taking a human form behind us, but, you know, what are you gonna do? For the moment, she seems helpful. Now, I was told that we should add some of the other waifu-esque dragons from from previous estates. I'm debating it. So, the thing about it, right, is I don't know how close we are to the trinket cap. At this point, we have, man, quite a few characters. What are we, like, close to 70 unique modded characters? So, all of them have trinkets, all of them have Crimson Court trinkets, all of them, no, some of them have Sunward Isles trinkets, so I'm like, I don't know how close we are, but we gotta be getting close to the limit. So I have slowed down on adding the amount of characters that we have, because once we hit that limit, it's pretty much done. At that point, you literally can't add any more mods. However, the limit is also significantly higher than what I think it is. So, I don't know, maybe we'll add even more new characters, because we are missing quite a few characters who have been in previous estates, so it is something to think about. Hey, 75%, we land those. But yeah, I wanted to bring it up because I know there's some characters that we normally use that we're not right now, which is kind of why I'm leaving them out, because, you know, if we are super, super close to the trinket limit, and it's a character that we've seen a lot, to me it makes sense to leave them out for the longest. Now, I am going to go for Safeguard, just to keep her safe, while also giving ourselves an Aegis. Seaward Slash coming down, and we go for the Fiery Intent. Dragon Saintress. Holy crap, she went up to 58 health. And the Oni decided to make a swing on her own. 2 swings on her own. If you had hit the grouper, that would have been a perfect turn, honestly. Okay, curl up being used. Now, let's see what that buff has in store. First, we're going to land an 11 damage riposte, which means you're dead. And Dragon Saintress cannot gain protection. Huh? Cannot gain protection plus 100% HP, but you take double damage. Well, you take 1.5 times damage, but still. Huh. That is really interesting. So double health, but attacks deal 1.5 times damage. That... Huh. Now, I just want to point out that she's level 0 with 58 health, which is completely fair and balanced. So, we're just gonna go for the Vermilion Star Shower. Okay, we are channeling it. Isakura the Steer. Okay, unfortunately, he is no longer dead. It's a 3 golden dips. Okay, all of them are regaining health. I don't like this. Blow down. 20 damage being done to us, but we do take him out with a riposte. Let's immediately try and go for a little bit of a heal. Okay, curl up being used. So now we are forced to take out the Slater. That's fine. I'm debating going real mad. You know what? I think I will. It's time to get mad! Oh my god. And the shields are back out. Okie dokie. You know what? Fair enough. Oh, you're bleeding. That means you're dead. So the Oni is basically Lilith EX. Oh, I love riposte so much. It's so good. You cannot, most of the time, you cannot go wrong with the riposte. That swine fight a few episodes ago is the glowing example of a fight where it can go wrong. Ow. Ow. Stop it. So this 7% of HP, this is gonna heal for a lot. Okay. 6 isn't terrible. We go for slash, that hits all of them. You're all bleeding. That means you're dead. Pretty good. I'm gonna go for Breath of Life, because I think this heals. Or I'm mistaken. Huh? Oh, it only heals if we're really low health. Oh. I see. Did you just take my buffs? Why are we permanently debuffed on him? No idea. There's so many different effects going down right now that it's honestly kind of hard to keep up with what effect is causing what. Bonk.
Farewell.
So strong. She should not be allowed to attack twice in a turn. That is so ridiculous, bro. Oh, goodness. Put her and Moo on a team, it's over. You just, if you get bled, you die. We hit the 2% twice. That's unreal. That is completely and utterly unreal. And there's a lack of food coming in. Oof. Ouch. Never feels good. God dang, we went through a lot of food. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? This is a thing from the stars. If it is, you have to press like on the video. If it's not, you have to say, ha, I told you so, out loud. There we go. Dang it. Oh, there's gonna be so many people telling me they told me so. Ah, whatever. Alright. Begin the channel of Starfall. To be fair, right? We went through the majority of the dungeon without too many room battles, so I was like, hallway battles. Sorry about that. I was interrupted. I don't remember what I was saying. So I'm just gonna backpedal a little bit and say, there's gonna be so many people telling me that they told me so. That's what I was saying, I think. There wasn't many hallway battles. Sorry, I know I'm repeating myself. So I was pretty confident that it was going to be the thing from the stars. However, as we see, I was also completely wrong. Oh, you're all bleeding. Well, your health is mine. Does he get away this turn? No. Hey! You gotta protect the chest! Blanket fire. Ow. Alright, buddy. You really think you're gonna get away with that? Ow. This is a test! Death! Oh my... Bro, he has 18 dodge! He's not that crazy! Oh, that is so... I can't believe how many times we missed. Slash and dice! Ow! Okay, no death doors, at least not yet. You're not dead, however. Brother! Thank you. Are you dead? No. You're not dead either. You're dead now. Oh! Rexara Tome for the Aesthete. Plus 25% damage if in position 1 or 2, plus 100% armor piercing if in position 1 or 2. And when you're hit, you gain 10% crit chance. Okay, that's pretty insane. Yeah, that seems like a good trinket. But the question is, what did we get? We end up with a colossal 6.5k gold. More freaking... We have too many crests. We have way too many crests. Also a hair trophy. That's pretty cool. 3 people are level 3. The Dragon Saintress is level 1. I don't want to spend money to get rid of diseases. Hey, the Lexington Ninja's back. You can have no hood. Wait a minute, you can take off your hood? I didn't know that. Wait a minute. I could have sworn I tried. Or is that new? That has to be new. I like you without the hood. We're keeping the hood off. Is the heir dead? No, Katie's still alive. Great. Good. Dude, imagine living in a place where there's like a king, and you know, like he'll address people and send you on quests and stuff, and he knows most people by name, and then he looks at you and he's like, yeah, yes, you, whatever your name is, go do this. Like, that's how I feel sometimes. I don't mean to forget names. It's just, there's like 70 characters to keep track of, guys. Come on, you gotta give me a little bit of a break. Oh, easy scouting. The Ripperkin. With the hammer and tongs, the Thing's phase-shifting hide. Rip and tear. Whiplash, Day of Ruin, and Rev Up. We then bring the Uncrowned, Uncroned, with Duncan's head, the Daruma, and all of his abilities. McDowell, the Therapist, with the Codeine Syrup, the Modern Man in Search of a Soul, Sanguine Pact, Exposure Therapy, Psychotherapy, and Eldritch Intervention. Before we finish it off with the Estranged, who has the Fermented Herring, the Heightened Ocelli, Scraping Auger, Pierce the Earth, Buzzing Nuisance, and Twisting Arrows. I don't imagine this is going to be too bad, although the ruins is where the bulk of modded enemies like to hang out. I don't know why, but everybody just likes making it so that everything spawns in the ruins and basically nowhere else. I don't know why. Like, is it... I guess it's just the easiest place for them to start at? I don't know. Maybe it's the easiest coding-wise. I really couldn't tell you. What I can tell you, though, is to rev up! Die! 8 damage, not terrible. Ooh, I could go pierce the earth. That will wake up the Terrafang. So be it. Okay, Terrafang is in play, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna go for Single Pact. Yes. It was a graveyard slash, except he missed. Axe Blade. Oh, you missed as well. Ow. That's 5 damage we wouldn't have taken if we didn't activate it. Meh. It's fine. Everything is fine. Death! I'm gonna go for Twisting Arrows. Okay, yeah. That went well. I bet you feel real silly. Let's go Psychotherapy. Give ourselves a tiny bit of a heal. Axe Blade coming down, but we're simply too fast. Are we stealthed? I guess we are. I was gonna go for Eviscerate, but I suppose not. Behold Cthulhu! Wow. You know, the Estranged hits significantly harder than I always think he does. Okay, well, we avoided a battle. The good news, and bad news, I suppose, is that Thing from the Stars is not going to show up here. The good news is that we are all but guaranteed to rank up the ruins from this mission. So, provided nothing goes terribly wrong, then we will get exploration done. Imagine, like, Shambler, haha, immediately, oh, it would be just my luck. Oh my, it appears the Talons have found us, and they want our heads. So, yeah. That's a bit of a problem. For them. You fools. Okay, we take an itty bitty amount of damage, but guess what? You wish to hunt us? You clearly don't know who you're messing with. Rev up! Eat 'em alive. Not bad. Uppercut slice! That's probably how they laugh, right? Punishment. Ow. Okay, it does end the bleed. 2 over 3, not terrible. But in the later dungeons, it freaking hurts. We are going to buff up our Uncroned. Dang it. I was going to try and pull... okay, that actually just worked out. Violent Squall comes down, has a chance to shuffle us. Not terrible, honestly. Could have been a significantly worse shuffle. We're going to go for a little bit of Blight. Our next attack will also have a chance to apply some Blight. Let's go for Exposure Therapy. Get ourselves out of position here. Okay. Oh, and the horror is negated because of that. Pretty good. Yeah, dude, I like how versatile his trinkets make him. That being said, death awaits. Okay, he does still have quite a bit of actions. Punishment going down on our therapist. That sounds really... That sounds odd. Yeah, I'm punishing my therapist right now. Okay, potential shuffle coming down. This could be worse. I'm gonna Cloak of Shadows just so we can move forward next turn. Then I'm gonna go for Hiya! The Stinger. Not bad at all. And we get a couple Talon Feathers for our troubles. How about this? Oh, good. Okay, I'm gonna take a peek. I'm gonna take a peek. Yeah! This is why we always... That's why we always peek! Except it was only 25 gold, so... Look, I know every bit counts, right? But 25 gold is, like, probably the least exciting thing that we could have found. And... Collector. See? What'd I tell you? We're done. What did we get? Honestly, not a whole lot. Alright, fine. 4.6k gold. Too many crests. Too many crests. That's what we got. 3k from the actual mission. Everybody's level 2. Vampiric spirits. And tetanus. Level 4! Alright! Not only have we lured out the Necromancer, but we've also lured out the Sunken Crew. That's a literal gun. Functional firearm. Transform into commando mode. Hello? Only one transformation can be active at once. Become a back rank range damage dealer. Huh? Okay, well. Now you've caught my attention. And so, a-hunting we shall go. We bring, if I could click on anybody. Uno, +4 man. The Trapper, with the Boar Trophy, the Heavy Boots, Fungal Claw, Defensive Traps, Skin Prey, and Medicinal Herbs, just in case we get shuffled. Then we bring Lunistra, the Goblin Huntress, with the Varmint Rifle, which has a very fun effect, the Fermented Herring, Decapitate Huntress's Watch, Focus Fire, and Smoke Out. We then bring Lynn, the Enchantress, with Duncan's Head, the Snack Sack, Predatory Lunge, Rapacious Devour, the Sand Stir, and Reveler's Debauchery. Before we finish it off with Natalie, the Ocean Dragon Maid, who has the Thing's Mesmerizing Eye, because I'm expecting her to get a lot of kills. Fortifying Garlic, welcome! I'll clean it up. Don't be a maniac here, and it's on me. Invite everyone to die. So, I'm probably gonna open up with a little bit of a stab. Let's see. I'm the Sand Stir. That gives everybody a little bit of extra damage. Observe. Hey, 9 damage against a super gold skeleton is actually not bad. So, focused fire. But now we need to reload. Honestly, the effect of the Varmint Rifle is really fun. I don't know that it's good, but it's fun. Electrifying. Don't do it. Oh. Of course. Don't do it. Oh. Oh, 2 stuns back to back. That feels terrible. All right. Reload. That does unfortunately take up our turn. You don't land it this time. Yeah, that's what I thought. 50% resistance, buddy. Hit for treasure. 7 damage being done to Lynn. It does lower our dodge a little bit. However, you know what else lowers their dodge? Being dead. Yes, 2 health. Okay, luckily Lunistra does end up dodging. Don't do it. What is their stun chance, bro? What is that stun chance? Next turn, we are going to skin the super gold skeleton just to get its skin, question mark. Okay, I went quiet because I was honestly expecting to be stunned again. Let's go ahead and clean it up. We don't land either stun because, believe it or not, they're not carpentry. Smoke out will actually hit quite hard. Yep. Okay, so you're no longer a problem, and you have minus 26 accuracy, so ideally, you are not going to bother us. And with that stab, you're never going to bother anyone ever again. We're not able to reload because we are on a cooldown, so we just go for a big swing. Well, would you look at that? Quite a bit of loot to be had. The sand stir. Okay. Hit for treasure. Oh, what a shame indeed. 10 more damage being done, and devour. Oh, that was actually a low roll. Our high roll was like 23 damage. What if I just do this? Yep. Yeah. Oh my God. And our inventory is full. Wow. With the click of this one button, I will completely flood our inventory. I don't want the crests. Whatever. Yes, I do. Fine. Leave the 100 gold. Whatever. We have too many crests. We have like 400 quests. Huh? What'd you just do to me? Minus 7 dodge if the descendant monsters exist. Oh? Plus 7 dodge. Huh. The Miller's descendant, and we have another mercenary occultist to worry about. Well, this is what happens when you don't play with base game heroes. They come back to bite you. Okay, we are going to go for defensive traps, just so we have a little bit of riposte to work with. He lands the stun. So we land a crit in return with Lynn. Taint, don't do it. I knew it! God dang it, the sea beckons. You know what? Be gone. Okay, now, you know what? Let's clean it up. Or not. Lunistra just sighs. Oh, that's so perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Okay. Death. Very good. Okay. A bit of loot never hurt anybody. Okay, 11 more damage. He's down to 4 health. But before he gets to attack, we finish him off with a stab. Huh. The bloody stake is interesting. What the heck would we leave? Honestly, I'm gonna leave some of the crests. We do not need that many crests. And then... we'll take the deeds instead of the other crests. I don't know if that's play, but that's what we're doing. Oh boy. That's not good. Well, at least we know there's no battle beyond him. Okay, we gotta kill this guy fast. Like, super fast. Okay, well, a 10 damage roll certainly helps. Yeah, the faster we can kill this guy, the better. 50 damage coming down from Uno. Okay. Lamplight potentially stunning Lunistra. Okay, but you resist. Try some of this. 32 damage coming down from a gun. Now, invite me to die. 17 damage, not bad at all. You're still marked. Oh, bit of a low roll. Our potential was 27 damage there with Uno. That's crazy. 35 damage coming down from Lynn. And he's dead. Okay, when I said we needed to kill him fast, that was beyond expectation. Honestly, that was, real good. I don't feel like we're gonna find a secret room, so I am gonna leave the key. I know I'm immediately gonna regret that, but no. Okay. Boss time! Time to kill ourselves. The crew. Ugh. Can't be marked, takes less damage, and has less chance to be crit. Oh my goodness. Actually, worst case scenario. I literally could not think of a worse set of buffs for him to have. That is insane. Well, oh, we weren't able to kill it before it gets its turn. Mutiny! Wow, are you serious? It landed? Remember the good old times when that debuff just never landed ever? I was gonna say, if it landed twice, bro. God dang, your move chance is insane right now. Hello? We gotta try and get everyone into position. But that's not the easiest thing to do right now. Drink with the dead. Okay. 11 damage and a blight coming down. Ooh. Are we not able to move? Oh, I guess not. Well, minimum rolls all the way around. Heave two. Okay, he does end up landing it, so Lunistra is now rooted, and we're gonna have to deal with that. Boarding clutch. Ow. So, yeah, we don't have a real good way to heal, because I was really banking on marking him and doing a ton of damage. However, that is no longer the case. Not to mention, he also takes less damage. Well. Okay, good AoE damage. That is the only time that we're able to use it, but oh well. Ah, not quite able to save Lunistra. Boy, he's just healing up. Yeah, healing, healing, healing. That's what he's doing. Ouch, 3 over 3 bleed. Yikes. Luckily, that blight is adding up very, very quickly. So, we are able to save Lunistra before anything goes even worse. Boarding clutch goes down. We are bled. Ugh. I think that blight is going to be the only thing that carries us right now. Okay, it doesn't move us this time. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. I'm gonna move forward. Let's get some neurotoxin and also get ourselves a repose. Oh, we just completely broke the fight. And the fight is now effectively won. Okay. Sure. Yeah, guaranteed knockback. What are you gonna do? That's all she wrote. This guy, the ropeman, is literally useless now. As long as we don't somehow move the crew or him again, this fight is literally over. He can never spawn another ropeman. He can never throw the anchor, which means we effectively just win. Like, it, full blown, over. Well, little bit of cheese never hurt anybody, ain't that right? 30 damage coming down on the crew. That blight keeps on stacking. So let's stack it even more. Ooh, 23 neurotoxin damage. Oh man, that just sucks, doesn't it? Dang. If only there was some kind of way to avoid dying. Man, that must feel so bad. Fair and balanced. Fair and balanced, boys. Okay, well, that turned from the worst possible situation to the easiest, so we take our wins. That's insane. 17.8k gold. Natalie is now level 5. Everyone else is level 4. That's an odd disease. And then Hashimoto's. Okay, town is a buzz. Once again, we're getting rid of diseases. We can't get rid of that. Wait, what? Oh, wait, no, we did kill the siren. Right, so we can actually get rid of it. All right, well, maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we won't. We have everyone here. I believe we still have the Saw Hunter, yeah? Every time I ask that, the answer is yes. Yeah, there he is. Okay. Nice. That didn't give us any exploration, oddly enough. So, it is time to go to the Weald. Oh, really? That's your only mission? Alright, we're doing a level 3 one. Well, let's try out our new trinket, shall we? Oh, by the way, we bring the Hedge Knight with the good luck charm, the Snack Sack, Split Shield, Pummel Massacre, and Indomitable. We then bring the Aesthete with the Rex Horror Tome, the Broken Vase, which honestly feels a bit more like a mistake now, Elite Balaura, Falling Light, and Matrona. We then bring Amber, the Eye of the Sun, with the Terugian's Charm, the Radiant Lens, Radiant Light, Scorching Steel, Luminous Embrace, and Sunrise. Before we finish it off with Pizzaiolo, who has the functional Firearm, the revered Sashimono, Taunt, Clinch, Jawbreaker, and Left Jab. So supposedly he's going to become a backline shooter, so kind of waiting on that, but you know, we'll see. Tiny bit of damage going down on the Bogue, because the Bogue has to go. Okay, but bad news. I don't think the trinket works. Which means that Pizzaiolo is not gonna do anything for this entire fight. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So is that minimum roll. Okay, we do end up... We dodge on the person most likely not to dodge. I'm gonna go for you. Okay, we do end up landing the stun. Very, very nice. Is there a certain way that we activate the trinket? Is it by passing? No. Honestly, I thought I was onto something. Okay, so, yeah, that sucks big time, because now he's not going to do anything for this whole dungeon. Yeah. Well, the idea was cool. Unfortunately, the execution appears to be a bit borked. Now, I don't know if that's my fault or what. To be fair, I mean, what would I really do to make it different? Like, it transforms him, but how? You know what I mean? Like, how does it transform him? You know what? I have a bit of an idea. Did he just... Oh. I heard a gun reload, and yet. Okay. Well, that's painful. We have so much stress and blight. Oh my goodness, we are going to die. Yeah, this isn't ideal. This is, in fact, the least ideal that we could ever have. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's really odd. Oh, that's real odd. So his abilities did change. Right. Okay. Aha. So they did change. There just really isn't too much of a visual indicator that they changed. Gotcha. Okay. Fair enough. To be fair, I thought what we were gonna have to do is put it into our inventory and actually use it like a provision on him just to make it work. I imagine that's not the case anymore. However, you know, I almost wish that there was an invisible set of abilities to where you could see, like, how to explain this. I almost wish that there was an invisible set of abilities that would only become active when you have trinkets like this activated. Because, for example, right now, there's almost no tell that he is a backline attacker now. Obviously, the ability does change, but it's a little confusing. You also don't know what ability does what. So, for the most part, we kind of just have to guess. However, it does kind of seem like abilities that have you in the backline keep you in the backline. So, I'm going to go for Clinch, Finger Gun. Let's go for Taunt, and then go for Mock. So, ideally, this should be the perfect layout for him now, and we should be able to actually do some big damage. Also, ideally, there's only one more fight beyond this, but we'll see. Ominous targeting goes down. That is going to be a mark. Let us buff up the power of the sun. Call of the wheel. He's gonna buff them all up. That is fine because we do giga damage. Okay, double bleed, 6 damage for both. So we are currently in gun mode. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the bug because he's the only one who can actually summon backup, I think. Noxious Lunge. Oh, does a whole lot of damage. Wow. Ow. Oh, my flawless visage. So this is still a mark, yeah? Yes. Okay. Minus 27 dodge. Oh my god. Let's go ahead and move ourselves back while also doing a good amount of AoE damage. Bonk. Okay, now let's just give them a little surprise. Alright, well, it killed him, which actually is bad because we were trying to give him our Blight and Bleed. The fact that we crit was actually, terrible for us. Well, that's one of the only times that you say that. I'm gonna take the Jade instead of the Citrine. This is a level 3 dungeon. Let's go ahead and just go on a full curing streak. And now we're out of anti-venoms. Okay, final room battle? Very well could be. More crit, blight resist. Less damage received, less crits received. Okay. AoE damage, we only debuff one of them. AoE damage, we only damage one of them. Let's go ahead and buff up once again. Yeah, this really hasn't worked out the way I thought it was going to. We are managing, but it's not good. You go for consume on the target who wasn't dead. And then, oh my, okay. Right. Right. That blight. That blight. We're all looking at it. He lives, at least for now. Now, Molt is... No, that's not the one that summons. You know, you gotta go. Or not. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Right. You know, there's not much to be said, but okay, yeah, double dodge. That's great. Oh, double dodge again. Ooh, I just love this dungeon. 12 damage. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If we don't kill that one in the back, he's gonna summon back up. Kill him, please. Minimum roll. Oh, good. Good. Oh my god. Okay, luckily he ends up killing himself. What? You're dead! Okay. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah, that's totally fine. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. This is all working completely as intended. 4/3 blight. Mm-hmm. Yep. Just get me out of this fight, please. Just get me out of this fight. Oh my god. Please. Just kill him. He's marked. Kill him. So close. So the broken vase was a bad idea. However, the dungeon also appears to think that we are a bad idea. And that wasn't even the final fight. And we didn't get a scalp. Epic. Oh, that's so good. Yep. Okie dokie. Well, looks like we are just gonna have to roll blind. Okay, here we go. You know, you can't script this. And we went the wrong way. Why? I hate you. I hate everything this dungeon stands for. So the aesthete has entered the realm of cursed. And we're gonna have to do 2 more battles. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Minimum roll. Okay. Well, either way, battle time is a go. Be gone with you. Okay. Probably gonna turn into a maggot. You bet you are. Okay, mark prey on someone already marked. That just gives us a free riposte. Good, 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 good. Uh-huh. Stun. Actually, you. Okay. That prevents a little bit of damage. Apparently a little bit of damage on our side. 12 damage on the parasite is pretty good. He's dead. He still gets an attack because he's got glass spider mechanics. Oh, I love it when dead enemies crit me for 14 damage. Oh, that's beautiful. Double riposte. Both of them missed. I'm marking you. Both ripostes hit. Okay, we lower your protection by 25%. Big damage being done to us. We do get a tiny bit of a riposte in return. 13 damage to the grabber. Whale warmer? We could use our food, but you know what'll happen the moment we do? You want to take a random guess? It's a hunger check. Never mind. Oh my god. Shard Mercenary Grave Robber and a Virago on a level 3 mission. A hateful Virago on a level 3 mission. I thought they were only on the level 5 missions, but apparently I'm mistaken. 55% more damage, can't be marked. Oh, good. Can't be marked, ignore guard, can't be stunned. Oh, yeah. This is such a good dungeon. Okay. Honestly, we should have gone for the other Nasher. I literally just said he had 55% more damage. We do max roll. We get a riposte. Here we go. Our turn to suffer. Oh. That wasn't very much damage for having 55% more. Riposte doesn't end up landing. Here comes a grave robber. Rummage. Huh. We're bled. He's dead. I don't want to spend my turn healing, but we kind of have no choice. Pop Indomitable. Big heal, we also get a regen, so we're not out yet, but we sure are close. You take more damage. You die. 2 health, okay. We're not on Death's Door. Okay, double dodge on both sides, we take that. Okay, Meteor Fall misses. We get a little bit of a riposte. Dog is dead. Virago is going to disable healing, but whatever. If we can just take her out, we will be fine. Cure the bleed. Miss the shotgun. Whatever. Healing, not an option. Pizzaiolo, dead. Okay. 24 crit. 1 health. She dies to her post. Bro. You cannot make this dungeon up. Oh My goodness. This was terrible. Okay, I think we could safely say this trinket, not good. We did get a nice trinket for the Vixen, though. That's cool. Ooh. We're done. Was it worth the exploration? Not really. A hidden path. A party of miners has uncovered an entrance to the deepest parts of the Warrens. One shudders to imagine what abominations stalk the blackened depths. Brave the stench of decay and descend. Plot quest, Source of Decay. Wait, how much did Uno just... Wait a minute, I gotta see that again. God dang, he cured all 3 diseases. Overfeeding is unfortunate. That one we actually wanted to keep. The other 2, absolutely perfect. Let's see, anybody new? Hey, Pizzaiolo is back. You know, it happens. I know it's part of the game. By the way, that trinket actually looks crazy. I know it's part of the game. But that doesn't make it feel any better. No, let's be fair. 1,900 crystals? Minus 10% crits received. Minus 20% damage. On being hit, if HP is below 51%, cure, blight, and bleed. Whilst on death's door, regen 5/1. Huh? Basically, get rid of all RNG, but if you get hit while on death's door, you're still gonna die. Wow. You want to talk about the anti-shadow trinket? That's wrought perfect, that is. Also for the Enchantress. On first round, can't hit, crit, nor get hit. Oh, that's fun. That's a fun way to introduce the Black Reliquary prep round. Sand Stir has perfect accuracy. Huh. What an interesting trinket that is. Well, you guys want to go after the champion level 5 spiders? No, I'm just playing. Level 6? Kill 1 Lord of the Flies. Also, Little Buddy for the Estranged. It's your friend. Minus 20% damage. On Stinger Smack, the party has a 2/3 chance to stress heal. And on friendly skills, you regen 2/2. Whoa. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You know what else is pretty good? The Death Blow Hollow Gogs. Ignore stealth. Always crit versus stealth. Do better when you're low torch. Y'all ready for the riskiest team ever? Because here we go. We bring Mizufer the Fawn. With Buffonata, the fortifying garlic, gouge, throat skewer, maim, and eviscerate. By the way, I don't know what happened, but for some trinkets, stress has gone from white to purple. Or I guess kind of like a pink. I don't know. Either way, let's hope that's not too big of a problem. The Lexning Ninja, who by the way has the yips, which I'm very not happy about. With the hammer and tongs, the revered Sashimoto. That's gone pink too. Uh-oh. I really hope that's not something worse that's happening under the, Yeah, really hope that that's not, like... What word am I looking for? Erosion? Degrading? I don't know. That kind of ballpark. I really hope it's not something going on. That's what I'm trying to say. But we'll ignore it for now. That's probably the best thing to do. With Flame Slash, Shadow Clone Cross Slash. I said that first try. Sand Defense, and you already know, Heart Hunt. We then bring McDowell, the therapist, with the Modern Man in Search of a Soul, the Codeine Syrup, Sanguine Pact, Exposure Therapy, Psychotherapy, and Eldritch Intervention. Debatably, we should have had something else, but meh. And the Dragon Saintress, with the Cherugian's Charm, the Fermented Herring, Fiery Intent, Breath of Life, Flame Infusion, and Torrential Breath. Yeah, this is a really risky team. Real risky. But, you know, what's Darkest Dungeon without a little bit of risk? Also, just to point out, this is a huge dungeon for a level 1 no camp mission. Is that just me? Honestly, I feel like that's most of our dungeons as of late, though. It's like, oh man, I can't wait to do this very short dungeon. Oh, like it, it really feels like that's the case more often than not. Okay, well, if it keeps up like this, I am totally fine with that. Okay, well, can't afford to use our shovels just in case there's any more blocks, since we only have one way to go.
Haha! Our first battle!
Blight, debuff, armor pierce, can't be marked. God dang, how many? 5 buffs in a level 1 mission? Meanwhile, stun resist, can't be marked again, and minus crits received chance. Alright. Fine. Can't be marked, so unfortunately half the effect of that move is moot, which really sucks for us. Let's go for Sanguine Pact.
Slash and dice!
Ow. Tame Beast, so he's gonna go for a guard riposte. Yep.
Uppercut slice!
Ends up missing, but you know what won't?
A double attack.
And all of us get buffed because we have the revered Sashimono. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think you die. 1 health. 1. Luckily, we have Cthulhu on our side, so, you know, it was never really that big of a deal. Now was it? Nope. Okay, we do have 3 keys. I think I'm gonna open the chest on the way back. No particular reason, I don't know, feels like the right thing to do. We're already down to 9 torches, and we found the tutorial place. Okay, honestly, this isn't so bad so far. See, other than having 3 hunger checks, but like, as far as like big open dungeons like this go, this is honestly kind of best case scenario, because what, we've encountered 1 whole fight and we're already halfway through the dungeon. Like, fights like this honestly, or fights, maps like this honestly don't happen too terribly often. At least they don't for me. So I'm totally okay with this. Now, in an absolute perfect world, it's literally just the 1 fight and that's it, but chances of that are pretty low. Ooh, we do get a surprise though. Okay, let's go for the attack on the nymph. Alright, the nymph is dead. Good job, Miss Bird. Okay, wait for it. Let's go Sanguine, yeah. Sanguine Pact. So, more damage, more skill chance. Ooh, a 16 crit. You hate to see it. Why weren't you marked? It's a 50% chance to mark. Okay, well. Can't say we didn't try. Ominous targeting on Mizufer could potentially be bad. Oh, minus bleed resist and more damage received. That is a really bad debuff to get. Bye. Okay, we can go for Eviscerate if he doesn't die. Wing Slam going down. It doesn't land, but it might have been a stun. I'm gonna go for Sanguine Pact purely for the healing. Okay, straight back to full health we go. I'm not able to hit you, so... Okay, we do get a cure, but the next attacks are going to do a little bit of friendly fire. But that doesn't matter if the fight is over. Don't do it. Don't turn into a maggot. He turned into a maggot! Well, we can't hit him. So... Here, have a regen. That's a free action. Does that stack? Are we gonna take 4 damage from an attack now? Let's go ahead and go for psychotherapy. And now we get the luckiest crit of your entire life? Or he survives with 1 health? Why, you missed! Okay, it only goes off once. That's good. I don't know how we missed that Eviscerate, but you know what? So be it. It's fine. Oh. Leave it to the fun. You know what?
Death. Death is all that awaits.
Well, they're both low health. Good enough. Okay, it doesn't summon back up. Doesn't summon back up. Apparently, I don't know which of their moves summons the backup. I do know which move kills them. The fact that we didn't crit is very nice because we do take a guaranteed bleed, which we're just gonna cure. You know, here I was thinking that this party was gonna be like really, really scary to use because they all have mechanics that have like, you know, increased stress, friendly fire, self-damage. No, that went really well. The fact that we only had 3 fights this entire dungeon kind of just solidified it for us. Also, I don't think we landed a single mark. No, not true. I think we landed a single mark. Either way, what did we get? We end up with a colossal... Oh, yeah. 3K gold. All right. McDowell is now level 3. The Dragon Saintress is level 2. And the Lexning Ninja and Mizufer are both level 1. Why are you getting less XP? I don't understand. Oh. Like a malignant cancer, the cove has once again darkened with madness. A hideous imitation of a dragon has grown, a tumor that must be excised. The Worming Corruption. So it's a fake version of the dragon that we currently have? Oh, okay. Ah, there it is. Vestal. Bye. Anybody new? Nobody to replace anybody, at least. How about over here? Still no dice.
How is it not at level 4? I don't understand.
It's because it was a level 1 dungeon. We're so close. We're so close. Gather 3 medicines actually could be really good. Do we just go for it? It's not really any good trinkets. Actually, the Ranger's Fair is pretty decent. This, unfortunately, we get no use out of. I mean, we could go for the thing from the stars again. Wait a minute. Does this trinket not just seem like literally the most insane for... I was gonna say our dragon, and then I realized, wait a minute, we have multiple dragons now. For our mama dragon? Huh. Huh. That actually seems completely busted. Wait a minute. Well, if you're going to offer me something that nice, I have no choice but to say yes. However, I think that we're gonna get it in the next episode. Haha, cliffhanger. Well, we definitely got a lot of exploration done. I'm pretty happy about it. I think we potentially could have gotten a little more, but since I have been trying to level up some of our lower level people, that kind of slowed down our exploration a little bit. But we are back up to 68 characters, 2 of which are still Reynold and Dismas, who are still alive, despite it all. I am kind of thinking, because the bank has been doing beautiful for us, we should probably get... Honestly, I want the Cartographer's Camp. I gotta be honest. Cartographer's Camp seems like it's just the way to go right now. If we get the super lucky event, I would love to get Is Tree But Red. One of the rarest things in the frickin' game. Granary is also an option. I'm gonna do the Cartographer's Camp. Nice. Torchlight is more beneficial since we have been spamming it. We don't have 100 seals yet. Once we get 25 more seals, we're going to be healing 15 stress per week. Think about it this way. We can only take 4 characters out. 64 characters are going to be getting 15 stress healing every single week. That's pretty good. That is value. That's also the reason why I have spent literally nothing at the tavern and nothing at the Abbey, is because we have so much passive stress heal. Like, even right now, without even having the extra 5, we are still healing 64 times. Right? That is crazy. And that's if they have any stress. Obviously, if they don't have any stress, that's a little bit of a different story. But in theory, right? We should you know what? There you go. More trinkets. We have so many characters. We should have just upgraded the wagon size such a long time ago. I think what we're going to upgrade next is going to be Instructor Mastery, and then we will also go for Weaponsmith and Armorsmith. We get so many crests, I'm not upset about spending that many for trinkets, because all things considered, and this is unusual, we really don't have many trinkets that can be used. Most are either class locked or just not worth using. So, yeah, we desperately need more trinkets. I think that's an important thing. But regardless, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.